Retro Looney Tunes by the Dual Case. Pick your character. Number 32. So it's a good one. I need to watch season 2 of Solo Leveling. There's a lot I need to catch up on in terms of anime. I need to catch up on JJK, because I've only watched season 1 and the movie. I need to watch and catch up on... I'm working on Freerun right now with Hina. We're almost done with season 1 of Freerun. I'm liking Freerun a lot, actually. I'm liking it a lot more than I thought I would. I mean that in a good way. Because you couldn't get a pre-release deck when it came out. Dude, that was me. There's been a couple times where I get ass hurt about something and then I drop the game because I'm being a little piss baby about it. What was... Lorcana. Lorcana got the piss baby treatment out of me very intensely. There was a there was a regional tournament in Las Vegas for Lorcana. And I was hell-bent on going to that regional. I had a deck that I had crafted myself with no inspiration. Like, I literally just did the thing where I had my own idea, had my own concept, built a whole deck, had a lot of fun with it, went to locals and was performing decently with it. Like, I was doing the thing with Lorcana. A lot of fun. I missed the sign-ups because it sold out for Vegas. I was so pissed about that, I literally dropped the game. And I look back on that and I'm really mad at myself for doing that, because especially how much I loved Lorcana and how fun the game was. It did not deserve me being an absolute piss baby about it. I don't know why I was being so ass hurt about it, but I do want to eventually get back into Lorcana. They did just announce their standard rotation, so the deck that I spent all that time working on and building out and crafting is straight up not legal for gameplay anymore. So when I get back into Lorcana, it's going to be like starting from scratch again, but I did like Lorcana a lot. I had a lot of fun of it. I do think it's running into the issue now. Riftbound, I dare say it, is just the better game in terms of competitive play. So I'm seeing a lot more stores and players actually go over to Riftbound instead. I mean, Riftbound's getting a massive influx of players just as a whole. Freerun is very good. Yeah, I'm liking it so much more than I was ready for or expecting. Solo Leveling was great. After reading the manhwa to the end, was very happy to hear anime is getting made. It's just nice to see a manhwa get as much traction and support as it is. Because there's manga and there's manhwa. Manhwa is the Korean version of the comics, more like, for lack of a better descriptor. And that's called manhwa just because that's how you say manga in Korean. It's manhwa. But it's Solo Leveling is a Korean IP, and the comic was, you know, it's just like it's a full Korean thing. Obviously, right now it's being animated by a Japanese studio, but I just like to see that, like, that's performing well, because I think if we see a lot doing well with Solo Leveling, we might see that open up more manhwas to get the animated treatment going forward. Like, this one's doing good, so I think it'll keep going. Man, those kids were not entertained by Asuka at all. They literally just, they had like their arms crossed and they were just staring at the camera. Let's see. Yep, there's only these last 3 again, and they are discounted through the store, man. They are discounted through the store. Last 3 spots. How is Tops looking? It's moving. We're almost, I think I saw, last time I saw, we're at 50 spots left. Once we see that one get a little bit below 40, it starts to fly. I do have faith that we'll see Finest today. I do have hopes. Quite a few manhwas I wish would get animated. Yeah, I don't know what the timeline's going to be looking like for all of that. I mean, even like I look at things like Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man, which are arguably two of the biggest like current or new mangas, for lack of a better way or descriptor. But it's like they're not being like the turnaround times on those. They're not rushing them, which that's always good. It's good they're not being rushed. But shoot, man, waiting 2 years between each movie for Demon Slayer is kind of rough. Spirit Forged, hopefully we'll have it this weekend. It's a big maybe. It's a big maybe. I mean, I need to pick up some Spirit Forge too for my Riftbound deck. Sadly, dude, the regionals for Riftbound in Vegas sold out, and people were saying like less than 3 minutes. A big part of that is just the company's site that was running the tickets for those was not ready or prepared for the influx of interest in people. They also put zero means of being able to prevent bots. And they were trying to make it where you can buy your tickets for your buddies. So you can buy up to 4 tickets at a time. Or it might have been 6. I think it was 6. Regardless, all of the tickets got botted up and all bought up. So it was goddamn near impossible to actually get a ticket to regionals. It's kind of sad about that one too, but oh well. I've seen the way the Spirit Forge cards are looking, and my god, the artwork is just beautiful. I'm also curious if we're going to see an influx of let's go right to left. I'm curious if we're going to see a big influx of interest in Riftbound, like if that's going to be the next one people go to. Because right now, it went from Pokemon to One Piece, now it's going, all the craze is going to Dragon Ball. I really am scared the craze is going to find its way to Riftbound here pretty soon. It's already pretty hard to get your hands on a lot of those cards. I think the only reason people aren't going hard on Riftbound right now is because the game is new. Gundam's going crazy right now. Really big around me, he says. I feel like I'm like shocked that Gundam's not exploding as much as I was expecting it to. But I think it's also because the game's so new. I think it's just because it's new. People like to avoid the new games because you never know how the company is going to handle the print runs of it and everything. However, Gundam has like the back, like it's by Bandai Namco. So I imagine if you're feeling safe with One Piece, you're feeling safe with Dragon Ball, Gundam is literally the same company. I think the only one that's pretty bad right now is Digimon. I've told you guys my opinions on the Digimon card game. I don't have a lot of positivity towards it. The game plays great, but the design and balancing of that game is pretty ass. They totally got rid of you. Wait, really? I'm sorry to hear that, Battle. What the hell? So how are you playing UVS now for locals? You're going to like tournaments and stuff for that. Was the turnout really that low for them to just abandon it? That's awful. I'm sorry. IP Little Special as well. Fans of the Gundam series are not necessarily fans of all. I mean, I love Gundams. Hina and I, very often, will talk about wanting to get Gundams and build Gundams. We still got to finish our kits that we have right now, but I already have like 2 other kits that I'm ready to start building after those ones are done. So I definitely love Gundams, but I haven't watched much of the show. I've been told the newest Gundam show is actually really good. I still want to watch Witch from Mercury. I've heard really good things about the Witch from Mercury. But it's, again, I always gravitated towards the actual Gundam kits and never got into the show. So I need to watch it. I need to watch Witch from Mercury. See, going to a tournament in Santa Clara. I remember that's the one you were saying you were driving, like you were doing a little road trip for. The other guy plays, so they ditched it. Damn. They can't have it at the same... See, what I don't get is why don't they just run it at the same time? I feel like if there's a smaller play group, still keep it and just, you know, put it in a separate part of the store of where you're holding a tournament for Gundam. There's no way the Gundam turnout is filling out the whole store. Sometimes the Santa Clara guys will drive up for the points. I just don't get why they wouldn't just keep it running in tandem. We were in there and the Yu-Gi guys kicked us out in the middle of the game. What, like there was too many Yu-Gi-Oh players in the tournament, so they said, hey, we need this space. Is it a small store? Sounds like it's a small store. Whole store was Yu-Gi-Oh guys. Yu-Gi-Oh fans are a different breed, man. So it's pretty small. Yeah, I don't... Look, I respect Yu-Gi-Oh collectors and players. I'll say that. I respect it. I respect it. But shoot, dude. Yu-Gi-Oh is known as being one of the games with the absolute worst level of power creep. And when I say power creep, I mean like when a new set comes out, they will put cards that will literally make older cards less effective. So you have to go buy the new set and the new cards to still be like have that competitive edge. And then the way the rarities work, like if you guys think of like Pokemon, right? We have the double rares, right? We'll have the double rares and then we'll have all the cool artworks. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have that. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have like a rarity that's like because double rare is technically like the highest rarity of the base cards. So again, there's the SIRs and there's the illustration rares, the full arts, like all of those, that's just flair. It's like extra nice design cards for the collectors. But in terms of playability, you don't need all those fancy cards. You just need the double rares as the max rarity. So it's not uncommon for a Pokemon deck to be, like once you have all 60 cards, you can build a pretty meta, like standard Pokemon deck that's winning tournaments and all that. Those will usually be like $70. I'll say roughly around $70, right? Yu-Gi-Oh decks, it is not uncommon for a Yu-Gi-Oh deck to be in the 2000s. Because you need multiple copies of a rare card. There's no way to get those rare cards outside of like them being super hard to find. So because of that, they'll creep up where like a card that you need 4 copies of is like 150 each. Tried Yu-Gi-Oh! 90s, like said, new sets killed the old days band. Yep. You had to just keep buying the new one. You just have to keep getting the new set. And if you don't keep getting the new set, you're gonna fall behind. So then it's like, it's not even like you're paying $2,000 and then you have a deck for the next 2 years through standard rotation. You're paying like $2,000 and then the next set comes out and you've got to pay like another $800 or $1,000 or however much to upgrade or update your deck or play whatever's come out in the new set. Like that's, I'm good on that. I respect Yu-Gi-Oh! I love the artwork of Yu-Gi-Oh! I love the nostalgia of Yu-Gi-Oh! But the idea of paying like $2,000 for a deck that's not really gonna explicitly last longer than one set, I'm okay. I'm okay. One Piece isn't that bad. It's starting to get a little bit harder to build a deck for One Piece. Like One Piece is definitely creeping in the like, it used to be in like the 100s area for you to build a deck out. with the new One Piece craze, it's getting a little bit closer to like 150 to 300 for a complete deck in One Piece now. Still not the end of the world, but it is quite a bit. Finally got first edition, Yadagatsu, only to get banned a month later. Yeah, that's why I stopped playing Digimon. That's why I stopped playing Digimon. I spent like $200 on a Digimon deck. I was excited about it, ready to go to locals and everything about it. I was playing with my friends like every day. We would go, like we'd get together, sit at the table, and then we'd play Digimon. Like we were playing every freaking day. I loved the way Digimon played. And then I believe a week and a half after I got my deck built and was playing it and having a lot of fun with it and getting ready to go to locals, they banned out the deck. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So this company is not going to try to fix it. Instead, they're just going to ban it out. And now all the cards I bought, not even a week ago, are no longer legal. And they, obviously, they plummeted in price. So I can't, like, go back and, like, sell the cards to try to get a different deck going or anything like that. I was just kind of screwed on that. So because of that ban list, they lost me as a player. And it's like, don't get me wrong, One Piece has erratas, One Piece has some bans, but it's nowhere near it. Like, that was like 3 sets in, dude. They had just dropped the 3rd set, and they released a whole wave of bans. And anytime I'm playing a card game and they're banning out cards outright like that very early on, I'm like, I'm okay. Because that means the design team is just not... They're not doing the thing. They're putting out cards that shouldn't get put out, and then bans come out. That is why, right now, straight up, Magic's in an awful spot right now. It's 800's crazy, not thousands. Depends on the deck. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing I liked about UVS. UVS decks were always relatively cheap. All the, like, any game where the decks are relatively cheap have a stronger longevity. Said made me bail. Yeah, it's a good reason to bail. My deck's like $50. Yeah, like that's. I think when you have a game that has the players playing it, you want to have it be lower on the introductory spot. Loving the May deck. That's my main. Are you playing May? Playing it out. Yeah, exactly. Like when you have a low bar of entry to build a deck out, once you have the deck, it's not uncommon for players to eventually want to go through and start to bling it out and buy some of the cool rarities and all like that. I think that's a much healthier way of having the TCG play versus having to be that much. Any bounties yet? I'm not peeking. I'm not peeking. In a dual case, I don't want to peek. I don't want to peek. Revise the April deck too. Show you later for sure, man. For sure. No peeking. No peeking. Is that Maxine Dupree destroying Natty? I can only see the blonde hair and the flailing. I can't see who that is. Oh, it is Maxine. Riftbound right now. Riftbound's not the cheapest. I will say that. Riftbound's actually decently expensive. Like, I mean, my Jinx deck. Jinx isn't a popular character, so not breaking the bank to build that Jinx. But I know, like, if you build like the meta decks or whatever is performing super well, those ones can get to like $300, $400 to get those decks going. I'll happily stick with Jinx if she's gonna be cheap like that too. It's another reason to keep playing that deck. They said the peekaboo. Magic's in such a rough spot right now, though. Like straight up in such a bad spot. For Commander, great. Commander's doing great. That player for that format of the game, a lot of people are still playing it. It's actually a growing community, a lot of people are playing Commander. Like, Commander is still great. I love Commander. I've got a couple decks I still want to build out for Commander coming up here soon. Like, in the coming quarter, I want to have a deck or two done. That's like, say, I already have like 4 other Commander decks that I played, and I think I have a total of like 8 Commander decks. Like, I do like Commander. Commander's a healthy, right? I don't want to say healthy, but Commander's got a lot of people coming in. Actual standard Magic, where you're playing in competitions and for money and stuff like that, oh boy. Generally with card games, a good rule of thumb for a standard rotation is 2 years. So 2 years worth of sets are legal in the game. It's like that for Pokemon, it's like that for Lorcana, it's like that for Magic. One Piece is going to start adopting that here pretty soon. Just saw something about solo leveling cards. Is that real? It's going to be Union Arena. UVS also has a couple solo leveling cards. Universes or UVS. If you look up UVS games and then solo leveling, you'll see them. Some pretty cool design cards. And Universes is, in terms of mechanics and the way it plays, Universes is still one of my favorites. That game is, the design of that game is done really well. Very difficult game, though. That's a game you'll be playing for like 6 months, and then you really have an idea of how to play the game. Like, it takes a week for you to get the concept, and then it takes months for you to actually get the hang of it. Very difficult card game to play. But yeah, most card games have the 2-year standard rotation. And Magic, 2-year standard rotation means 4 quarterly sets, and then like maybe 2 additional holiday sets. So it'd be like roughly 6 sets a year. That's standard legal. So at most you'd have like 12 sets that are legal. Most of the time it was actually closer to like 8 or 9, because sometimes the holiday release sets weren't legal for competition for standard play. But what's happened is, like, now that Magic the Gathering is becoming Fortnite, where like I think later this month or early next month we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out, and before that we had Avatar: The Last Airbender, and before that we had Spider-Man. Then there was Doctor Who and Fallout, and Dwight Howard from The Office has cards in Magic now. Like, there was Assassin's Creed, Lord of the Rings, Transformers. Like, all of these crazy, wacky, owned by Hasbro IPs are getting put into One Piece, and I don't mean that in necessarily a negative way. It's bringing a lot of people into Magic, and they're getting into it like that. Like, I love the Avatar: Last Airbender cinema. I'm having a lot of fun with it. The issue is, when you're a player of the game, they're releasing that many sets. It goes from being like roughly 9 sets of being legal to now closer to like, I think like 15, like 14 or 15 sets, right? So you have 14 to 15 sets. You're almost doubling the amount of cards every year that are legal to play with. And what that's doing is you're getting cards that are designed very sloppily, where decks are being outright banned, cards are being banned, cards are being rewritten, they're getting errataed, they're getting, it's just a mess. And then there'll be cards that overperform, and then you go to a tournament, and like 80% of the players are playing that one deck, because if you don't play that one deck, you lose. And that's a problem, so then they ban out the deck, and it's just like, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. It's so difficult to properly balance out that many cards that are being thrown out that often. It's a mess. Magic's in a messy state right now for standard. But because of that, you have a lot of Magic players going to One Piece, because One Piece is a better game, at least right now in terms of balance and gameplay. And you also have a lot of Magic players going to Riftbound. So we're seeing a huge influx of players for both One Piece and Riftbound, because just Magic players are leaving the game. It's not in a good spot right now, man. It's not in a good spot right now. The Thor Planet, yeah, it's a beautiful looking card, man. X-Men, thank you for the update. We're down to 1 spot left, he says. Still looking for the Wolvie. I hope we find it, dude. You definitely are due for the Wolvie. It's crazy you still haven't seen it. He said, I'm PD Whack. He said, that's me, I'm right here. Is that X-Men Metal Universe? Oh shoot, I didn't even know they had a Metal Universe for the X-Men. That's sick. He said, I'll play. Curious if we can get that. We've been getting a Spider-Man. Maybe we can see if we can get X-Men. Wait, didn't we do X-Men once? Why do I have a feeling we had the Metal Universe X-Men, like a little bit of it? Is Dom translating the Spanish? It's really funny having Daddy Dom be the translator in her ear, if that's what's happening right now. He just said, Wolvie, Wolvie, Wolvie. And then Durango said, get away from me! A group of rattlesnakes is called a Roomba. Is that why they call the vacuum that? You actually have a group of snakes clean, like it's a, you know, the vacuum's got the little blades are actually all snakes. I will say I'm curious why for Batman Metal Universe they changed the shape of the box. Because all the Metal Universe that we've seen have been in the square boxes, and then Batman's in the rectangle long boy. You said it, Narango. You said it. It's a brother. Chick magnet punk. They're gonna have some kind of crazy pop with CM Punk gonna be back in Chicago. They're gonna do something. They're gonna do something. My question is, at what point will 2K actually make a good, decent update to 2K WWE? Make the game actually look good. It is. They're doing the Madden thing. Game has looked the same for the past 8 years. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to afford it. Which is, it's really lame for me to say since it's in my damn backyard, and I hate saying it when most of the cost of other folks trying to go to Mania is gonna be hotel and stay and travel and all that, and I get to save on all that since I live in Vegas. So it's really lame for me to say I can't afford it, but I don't know if I'll be able to. It's a big maybe for me. I haven't gotten told anything about that, so I don't know. I mean, last year I was, very lucky, and I appreciate it very much so that Blez sent Hina and I to Mania, and we had the time of our lives. Absolute time of our lives, but I'm not gonna bank on that or expect that this year. So it's I'm gonna try to save up for it. I'm hoping. Like, that would be sick. That would be sick. We're down to the last spot. Who wants to send 85 for Porky? I'm gonna do 85 on Porky. Packs are out. Cards are out. Can't get started on this until we have Porky off. I can do 85. Folks, again, green PMG is 150, blues are 50, and then golds are 500. We do have bounties on this one. Sending that damn email because I don't know if it's sent the first time. Battle saying if it sits, it hits. Does that mean we're going to see a crazy polka pig? Polka the pig? Battle's saying a gold Porky is on the way. What are we thinking, folks? What are we thinking? I said 85. I can do 85. I said 75? I can do 75, and then if you hit a blue, you get half of it. You said 80. Oh man. I didn't even peek, and I've been so generous with all the spots already. Oh, if we get annihilated on bounties, it's gonna be brutal. Gates said you'll do 85. 85 is like I want to say 85 is my floor. I could do 85 for you, Gates. 85 is already me pushing it way further than I should. You got it, Gates? Tim said sold. We got sold. And we got the cool. You'll only know once you send, Gates. Can't print this yet because bugs gets randomed. But I'll get you guys your shared sheet. That's what I'll do. There we go. Folks, there's the shared sheet with all your spots. Make it a little bit easier for y'all to follow along. We'll do the random for bugs at the end. I gotta see the killer mojo for sure. Love for that killer mojo. Site's still loading. Seeing a decent amount of Oh, shoot, Amber, I don't know if you're out there. Kit Wilson! Awesome pickup. I can't believe Kit was still there. Kit's way too cheap right now. He's so over right now. That was 15 bucks? That's a steal. Kit is so over right now. I love everything about Kit Wilson right now, man. I'm such a big fan of Kit Wilson. Easily my favorite on SmackDown right now. Kit Wilson, easily my favorite on SmackDown right now. I see you right there, Gates. I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, shoot, it's Big Head Balor. Good luck, folks. Good luck, good luck. Get a little bit more room on there. There we go. Kicking things off with an orange Daffy Duck. Going out to Millet. 114 out of 200 on the Daffy. There's the Witch. Squeaks the Squirrel. Miss Prissy on the Z-Force. There we got Tweety-Bird. Double on there. We got the catchphrases. Wow, this one's great. Wait till you get this in person. X-Men. When you see him in person, he really pops out of the card. Like, some of the lenticulars are, like, brilliantly done. That's one of them. That's great. I like it. I like that one a lot. Some of them give you immediate vertigo. Some of them are just good. Sheepdog, one of the dog buys. 9 out of 150 off of the dog buyout by X-Men. So give me all them dogs. Give me the dogs. I got Witch Hazel on the premium. Sylvester on the ultra. Like to see that. We got something pretty nice coming up. We got an All-Stars. Speedy. Then we got the EX. And good luck on the red. PMG, yeah. Granny. It's the Witch and the Granny. They both hit. Lacey with the Granny hit right there. Red PMG. Brilliant looking. There's a tiny little bit that we always see on the left corner on these cards. 45 out of 100. Back's pretty crispy too. All around. Beautiful PMG right there of Granny. Granny on the red. PMG. Yeah. Yeah. Sylvester and Sylvester Jr. right behind. Foghorn Leghorn. We got She-Devil on the premium. Thrill Seekers of Tweety-Bird. Tweety was there late. Tweety-Bird. I believe that's 2 lenticulars picked up right there. Oh, Bounty. 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 And that right there is Taz. I was gonna attempt to do a impersonation of Taz. That's one of those. I don't want to end up like in oh, what's the game show host when he was doing his Scooby-Doo impression and just embarrass himself off the face of Earth? 50. We got 30. Number to 50. We got 30. Who's got the bounty hit on Taz? BC. BC. Let's get those points added right there. BC, grats on that one. Blue PMG is 50. A blue PMG is 50. BC. Points are in your account now. Grats on the hit right there. It's not a break with blue without a blue PMG. Love to see it. Love to see it. Now, anytime I try doing the Taz impression, I sound more like the kid from oh, what's that show? Meet the Somethings. It's got Nigel Thornberries, right? Is it something Thornberries? Nigel Thornberry. There's the kid. Whatever the kid's name, I don't remember. I was too young when that show came out, but I always end up sounding like that kid when I try doing a Taz impression. There's someone in chat that knows what I'm talking about. Rhapsody Rabbit on the Merry Melodies. It's Wild Thornberries, that's right. I said Meet the Thornberries like it was, oh, what's the movie? Meet the Fockers. Now we got a pink of Foghorn Leghorn. That is 119 out of 300 on the Kentucky Fried Foghorn Leghorn. The kid's name is Donnie. Oh, I almost said something very not PG friendly. I was gonna quote a very famous quote from The Big Lebowski in reference to Donnie there. I don't think there's a PG way of me quoting that. Shut up, Donnie. Shut the heck up, Donnie. Is that how I PG it? Donnie, you're out of line. Now we got Gossamer on the Super Tunes. We're going out the gates. Going out the gates. We got an orange Miss Prissy. Kid Rock with the bundle right there. Number 38 on the Miss Prissy. Sylvester. Now we got Henry Hawk Trois. They're chanting bobblehead at McDonut. Damn. That's all I can say to that is damn. What are they gonna do to CM Punk? What are they trying to do? What's happening right there? Are they waiting for him to turn around? Just don't turn around, CM. Don't turn around, Punk. Squeaks the squirrel. On the EX. That was box number 1. We'll do sleeve encasing after every 2 stacks. He never turned around. He never turned around. Orange of Taz. Taz having a break. 174 out of 200. 174 out of 200. Threw the mic at him. Damn. He said catch, loser. There's Bugs going to the random at the end. Claudette Dupree. That's in reference to Maxine. We got Daffy Duck on the suspended animation. Again, going out to Milla. Now we got the little Egbert Orange of Sam Sheepdog. Hair color match on that one. 101 classes in session out of 200. There's Michigan J. Frog. Sam Sheepdog. And the 4 scenes on the base right there. Donnie Thornberry. Maybe that's what Donnie grew up to be. Maybe that's what Donnie grew up to be. They got hair trimmed on the Merry Melodies. All Stars, Granny. There we got Queen Tyranny on the EX. Taz on the pink. 86 out of 300. Taz continuing to do pretty damn well here. Pocket a Pig on the Z-Force. I got Tina Russo. Elmer Fudd. He doesn't know what he's looking at. And then we had the Gossamer on the back on the metal. Star Power Supreme with the side of fries on Kentucky Fried Foghorn Leghorn. We got Foghorn on that one. X-Men. The X-Men. Pink. Mark Anthony and Pussyfoot. Best Buds hanging out. 27 out of 300. And Meep Meep. I refuse. Beep Beep. I refuse it. I reject it. I will not acknowledge it. It is Meep Meep. No ifs, ands, or buts. No ifs, ands, or buts. Mark Anthony and Pussyfoot. Come on, let's see some numbered. Let's see some stuff. A little bit of a dry streak. Let's pick it back up. All Stars, Lola Bunny. There we got the Merry Melodies hair trimmed. EX Beaky Buzzard. 2 for 1 shrimp, or 2 for 1 no shrimp on that one. 64 out of 150. Granny. Granny is coming to life. We're starting to see it. Lifetime. Lacey. That is numbered to 150. We got 64 on that Granny Rave. Cecil. Our Queen Tyranny. Tyranny. Meep meep. I don't know why the bot didn't do it, so I did it for you. Meep meep. Hope this means the Demon's coming back. I think he would get a lot more traction if a Demon came back. Oh, I got some WWE cards I got at the arcade that I got to bring in for my car if we get Finest to go tonight. Hina and I literally spent a lot of time at a WWE coin pushing machine for that. Golden Touch of the Barnyard Dog. Off of the Dog Buyout. Barnyard Dog, X-Men. X-Men. Also learned recently that Asuka is playing Octopath. I think she's playing Octopath Traveler right now on her Switch 2. Kyrie, ditch her. Become your own person. Stop being a little cut the leash off. Marvin the Martian, beautiful medallion. We got 43 out of 100 on the Marvin the Martian. He was there late. X-Men, nice pickup right there on the medallion. Medallion. It is never gonna be beep beep. I refuse it, man. I refuse it. 43 out of 100. It will forever be meep meep. That's how it is. No one says beep beep. You show me someone that says beep beep, they don't exist. Or I'll headbutt them out of existence because they shouldn't be saying beep beep. Nobody says beep beep. It's meep meep. I like to imagine whoever wrote beep beep and then doomed us, so that's where it has to be. I hope every time someone says meep meep instead, they turn in their grave, bro. Whoa, be gone on the merry melodies. Pissing me off with a beep beep. Not okay. Michigan J Frog there. That was the second stack. We're gonna do some sleeving and casing here, folks. While I'm doing this, I like to do the guesses with y'all. Should I be doing guesses after doing the discounts I was doing to get this one to go? Absolutely not. We're gonna do it anyways, but we're gonna start it at 10. We honestly might leave it at 10 because I think that's all I could do without getting in trouble. As Battle said in chat, don't get fired, am I right? We'll do it at 10. Guess the first numbered hit out of the stack you see right here. First numbered hit. You get one guess in chat. One guess per person. If somebody else guessed the same thing before you, delete it, put a new one. Let's get some guesses going. We got the Ola and Lola. It's funny to see those right next to each other. How you doing, DJ Xavier? We got the Lola guess. Porky, Beaky Buzzard. We got Bugs. There's the meep meep. Oh, you put a space. That's where you messed up, Battle. Can't do the space. Can't do the space. The bot will not let me put spaces in any of the commands, so that is why there's no spaces. It wasn't by design or choice, it's just how it is. We got the guess on Bugs, Henry Hawktois. We got Speedy Gonzalez. Lots of characters. Get those guesses going, man. What's funny is I don't think I have a cooldown on that one. Maybe I should not have said that out loud. You guys are going to spam them. I'm going to have to go put a cooldown on that. That's what's going to happen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got the guesses. The guesses are coming in. Folks, you haven't tell them done with the sleeving and casing here. It's gonna keep happening. Oh no. We're opening Looney Tunes, so I'll leave it. We're opening Looney Tunes, so I'll leave it. Superfam, do you want a timeout? I'll give you a timeout. I'll give you a 10-second timeout. You want to type that again? We got Kylo Ren on the guess from Dime. Unless you're calling me Kylo Ren, then I don't know what to say to that. So I just learned I can do this. If you do exclamation point pop, DJ Xavier, you'll see all the different commands that you can do. We got the Elmer Fudd guess, folks. Again, we're doing a $10 guess on the first numbered card in the stack here on the left once I'm done with the sleeving and casing here. Oh, you know what? There might be a cooldown for the individual person. You know what I mean? Every individual person has a cooldown, but the thing itself doesn't have it. That might be what it is. I'm a big fan of exclamation point pop disappointed. That's one I feel like we have not seen get utilized anywhere near as much as it should. We should see pop disappointed very often. You guys underuse that one, man. I love gold. That exclamation point disappointed. We should see that almost every single break, man. Dead ass. We do not see that one anywhere near enough. Disappointed! Yeah, I'm over here talking up the disappointed, nobody's even using it. Come on, somebody type it. Somebody humor me. Exclamation point pop disappointed. Somebody humor me. Need you to pull a Lola for you for free credit. Said I want that 10. Nobody's gonna do it. Oh, there we go. Yandog knew I can count on somebody. Hercules, come on. Where is he at? You're gonna say this isn't my world. There it is. Disappointed. Here we go. Here's the line. Oh wait, Yandog, Liv Moss. The bot's embarrassing me. There we go. Liv Moss. Yandog, get your guess in. Get your guess. Last call on the guesses. First numbered card in the stack here. We got Tour of the Bull. We got Barnyard Dog. Those are our guesses, folks. Good luck. Good luck. First numbered. Is that a blue? All right, we'll take that as a first numbered. We'll take a bounty for the first numbered. What a beautiful card. What a beautiful card. Just like barely any whiting on the bottom right too. Beautiful, beautiful hit right there. That was summoned. That one was summoned. You guys summoned the hell out of this one, man. You guys summoned the hell out of this one. Dime! Dime. Did seriously nobody guess this? All of the pop meep meeps. We have all the... We have that all... Like this whole time, nobody guessed Roadrunner. I can't believe nobody guessed that. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. We'll do another guess when I do the next sleeving and casing. Then we got Lola Bounty on the Z-Force. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Daffodilk. Ooh, see a low-numbered Ray. Oh! Tweety Bird! Tweety was there late. Tweety was there late. I was talking about how it's rare to usually see Tweety sitting there that late. We got the base Rave Eric Bauza as Tweety Bird. I like the way those Raves look, especially with the autos on there. Especially with the autos on there. Then we got Claudette Dupree on the pink. That is 219 out of 300. There's Wile E. Coyote. Bugs Bounty. Shoot, dude. I gotta put in the bounty for that Roadrunner. I gotta put in the bounty for the Roadrunner. Again, grats to Dime on that one. We're gonna have to chill on these. I'm gonna get in trouble. How many bounties? We're already at 2. We're already at 2. Uh-oh. Tweety to 50. Points are in your account now, Dime. Grats again on that hit. Speaking of meep meep, Llama Bear, Roadrunner on the All-Stars, EX of Kentucky Fried Foghorn, and a Ruby of Cal. A Ruby of Cal. That is 49 out of 150 on the Ruby. Oh wait, yeah, that last one was a Ruby. You're right, fam. I called it a Rave. It was a Ruby. Looking at the Ruby right here reminded me of that. I misspoke. I misspoke. The Raves look like this. That's my bad. There's Yosemite Sam. Kentucky Fried Foghorn. There's Marvin the Martian. That looked like an auto for a second. My bad. And we got a Rave review of Sylvester, who's got Sylvester X-Men with the Rave review short print. Running on empty, food review. Next handful, there's a Rave of Tweety Bird, X-Men, 112 out of 150. There he is, little guy. Why are you backwards, Bugs? For no good reason. For no good reason. Sylvester. I got Barnyard Dog doing a little painting. Tour the Bull taking a bow. I got Gossamer and Granny. There we got the Merry Melodies. EX of Kentucky Fried Foghorn. We got Elmer Fudd with the pink color match to the Plunger. 41 out of 300. Gotta find something to say it's color match to. Always gotta find something. It's time to get sketchy. I'd like to see a sketch. I would love to see a sketch. We love Looney Tunes because you can get the sketch. Lola Bounty on the Z-Force. Bugs Bounty. Oh, there's another Eric Bauza. Bowser. Base auto off of the metal. Daffy. That is Milla. That is Milla. Seeing some ink. Orange of Granny. Granny hits. Granny hits. Lacey, number to 200. We got 51 on that one. Lola Bunny. Another premium. Bugs. Funny to get them next to each other. I think that's actually... Are these from the same episode? Hang on. Right? That's got to be their... That has to be the same episode. That has to be from the same episode. Like, they're actually in the scene staring at each other like that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Yosemite. Last hand stack, or last hand stack. Last handful of this stack. We got one more in us before we get to the next 3 boxes. EX, Lola. Let's go ahead and get to the next stack. We'll do this one, we'll do a guess after that. Let's see. Oh, did I see something poking out? Maybe? I don't know. I thought I did. Pink, Polka Pig. Polka Pig, 190 out of 300 on the pink. Let's say pig color match? Porky color match? I think I see an 86 hiding back here. Cecil. Got an 86 of Taz. Again, Taz having quite the friggin' break. BC. With the Taz. Quite the friggin' break for Taz. Sylvester Jr. on the pink. That's 125 out of 300 on that one. Michigan J. Frog on the premium. Yosemite Sam. Playboy Penguin on the ultra. And there is another Taz. Next handful. Oh! I'm gonna move this because I do not want that card to be on the back because I'm gonna have to put this down to sleeve that. Egbert. 86. Squeaks the squirrel. Who got Squeaks? That's Ellis. Good luck on the bounty. Blue PMG. Yeah. Oh, shoot. That's a sick one right there. Honestly, I might say, I might be a buyer on that one. I don't think I own a blue of Lola. That one's sick. Who got Lola Bounty? X-Men. Beautiful hit on that one, man. Beautiful hit. Card looks great, too. 7 out of 50. Yeah, just like the tiniest bit of white right there. But besides that, that's a clean copy, man. Awesome hit on that one, X-Men. 7 out of 50. That's sick. That's sick. Getting some cool characters on the blue, man. Getting some cool characters on the blue. X-Men 97. That's 50. That's 50. Blue for your gal. And then the smiley face. You got the points in your account. You got the blue on the Lola Boney. Is that Penta? Oh man, I was hoping we were gonna have the original. I wanted the original El Grande Americano. Merry Melodies. I think I see, yep, EX Tina Russo. Sylvester on the medallion, 75 out of 100. X-Men. Nice medallion. Oh, am I reading that right? X-Men, what you mean? Did I misunderstand what you meant? I thought you meant like blue for, like you're pointing out that's a blue on Lola. Hector. Oh, we got Elmer Fudd. Now we got Egbert on the premium and Sylvester. Taz on the ultra. Merry Melodies. Merry Melodies. Alright. Making sure I didn't misunderstand there. Then we got the good old Yosemite Sam. I gotta turn on the fan, man. Pork a Pig, he was there late. 93 out of 200 on that one. And there is Wile E. Coyote. Let me turn up the fan. I don't know why suddenly this room got a little warmer. Ugh. Hello? Hello? Why is this not working? Is this fan really not working? Now it wants to work. Fan wasn't on. It's like if the fan's on, this room gets really cold. The fan's off, room too hot. There's Penta. Zero. Miedo. Nasty Canasta. AC me advantage. Wile E. Coyote. JD Bagger. I always like the Wile E spot, man. That's him with the boat propeller skates. Elmer Fudd. Ruby of Taz. Holy crap, man. Taz really doing well. BC. 126 out of 150. Charlotte Dog, he said, it's me. Daffy Duck on the premium. See the granny. And an All-Stars. Or not an All-Stars. Merry Melodies. Said Springboard Destroyer. Oh, shoot. Love to see it. Come on, OG El Grande Americano. Make him pay for it. Headbutt him. Give him the headbutt. This is the kind of content I like out of WWE. Unmask him. Rip that mask off. There we got Daffy. And there's Bogues. Oh, wait, I forgot. Now the solo El Grande Americano's got to deal with all the buddies. Folks, let's get a guess. First numbered out of this one. We'll do another guess. We're going to keep it at $10 though. Not trying to get in trouble. Got Bugs on the guess. Lola. I'm seeing Sylvester. Seeing Beaky Buzzard. Keep them guesses going. Keep them guesses going. I'm seeing Granny. What else am I seeing? What else am I seeing? $10 in credit. You nailed a guess. Foghorn, a Leghorn. We got Witch Hazel. Speedy. Again, it's first numbered. It could be orange, pink, red, blue. It could be the gold. It could be green. Doesn't matter. We got Egbert on the guess. Doesn't even have to be any of the PMGs or the metal cards. Could be a rave. It could be a medallion. Just as long as it's got the number on the serial, it's going to count for it. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We got Yosemite Sam as a guest. Playboy Penguin as a guest. Guys are running out of time. Get those guesses in. Get those guesses in. Is that it? Everybody done? It says there's almost 40 people in the room. I'm seeing not even 10 guesses. Not even 10 guesses. What the heck was that? Did somebody knock? I'm losing it. I'm losing it. We got Conrad the Cat. I like that guess. We got Michigan J. Frog. Fam guessing the trash crab from Star Wars. I got the
Troy!
Star Wars guess.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Joy, where you at?
New season of One Piece live action looks crazy. I'm excited for it, dude. They're really leaning into how goofy One Piece is, so that makes me happy. You gotta lean into that. You definitely have to lean into that.
Isn't that on like Netflix or something?
Yeah.
One Piece?
The live action, yeah. If you want to watch the anime, you got about a little over 1,000 episodes to watch, and it's still going.
Sure.
It's still going.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
not even done.
I'm sure. I know a lot of people are into that.
It's
Eric
great.
Choi, where you at?
Saw him earlier. All right, guesses are off. Jerry Forst, do another guess. Do another guess. That one's already. Someone already guessed which Hazel. We already got a Hazel guess. We'll give you 1 second to do it. Forst, new guess. Come on.
Come on, Milla.
Come on. Where are you at? Going once. Uh-oh. Going twice. 3 times.
Asta.
Alrighty. First numbered. Whoa. And it's a cool one. Do you want me to tell him to stop by the baseball room if I see him in chat? It's an EX. It's red. It's K9. Number to 25 on the red. Off of that dog buyout. That's X-Men. I also need to fix the sheet because I accidentally typed a bunch of dashes into the Lola Bunny spot. Number to 25, K9. He said dynamite color match. You could say red nose color match. Went straight to the violent dynamite. You guys will get one more chance on the guesses. Whoa, Emerald. Wow, what a handful so far. What the hell? 3 of 25 on the Sam Sheepdog. What the heck, man? What the heck? 3 out of 25, Sam Sheepdog. Back to back on the dogs. Both 25. Both to 25. He said the dog pound. Oh, let the dogs out! And then Braun Breaker breaks through the room. Speedy Gonzalez on the quick strike. I think it's my second time seeing that. I like Speedy on that one. I like the picture they have of Speedy on that one. That's cute. Backward Cecil Turtle for no reason. They said dog break. Dogs everywhere. Dog. Elmer Fudd. Kind of looks like Peter Griffin in that. Just needs the glasses. Gossamer. Walkie talkie howdy. On the good old foghorn. There we go, Marvin the Martian. Gossamer in the back. Premium of Bogues. Meep Meep. Ralph Wolf. Another Meep Meep. Petunia. There we got Rhapsody Rabbit on the Merry Melodies. Hawk Twa. All Stars Marvin the Martian. And there's Cal on the medallion. Cal on the medallion, number 98 out of 100. I sit there for Cal. I just realized I never scrolled up. Who's got Cal? Who's got Cal? Fox Family with the Cal hit number to 100. Dime said Tim. Sapphire of Kentucky Fried Foghorn. 48 out of 75 on the Sapphire. Foghorn, Leghorn going out to X-Men. Is that a dog? Is that chicken a dog? 48 out of 75. Lola. Miss Prissy. Gossamer. Pussyfoot. And another Bowser. Nice little sweat there for the random at the end. Bugs Bounty. Bugs Bunny. Again, sweat for the random at the end. Talented guy Bowser is. And then we got Sylvester. That is 270 out of 300. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble, dude. I'm gonna get in trouble. How many? Not a break with blue without a blue PMG. Oh, shoot, dude. You got 2 more to go, and you're gonna get all the different artworks of Lola. You got 2 more to go before getting the full suite in blue. He's a double the fun. X-Men. That is 16 out of 50. A little bit on the bottom there. Still in front of it. Beautiful. Sick Hitman. That's a bounty. X-Men doubling up on the Lola Bunny spot. Boom. One of those is yours. You picked the one with the white. Dude, you don't gotta do that, dude. You don't gotta do that. You can take the double bounties with the double bounties. I was trying to make bounty rhyme with bunny, and I did not get there. I definitely tried. And like Fam said, yeah, there was like almost no whitening on the first one. The second one, the bottom 2 had two little nicks. We got Queen Tyranny. There's Boggs on the Ultra Yosemite Sam. Please, X-Men, I appreciate that very much. I'll take like a triple check look. I'm very confident that that second one had like a, what's the word I'm looking for? There's Roxy and Muggsy. A much higher amount of whitening. The first one almost had none. But I will do the double triple check for you too to make sure on that. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you, man. That's very kind of you. Congrats on the double bounty hit off of the 1 spot, by the way. Shouts out. Appreciate that, X-Men. Charlie Dog. There we got Wile E. Coyote. Get the round of applause there, X-Men. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. It's like gold PMG. Yeah, I'm gonna be buried off of all the. That's 4 bounties already. Is that 4 or 5 bounties? Let's see some more though. Did see the back top edge on the first one. We'll hold them up. We'll hold them up after the break. We'll also get the chat's opinion on there. Yeah, blue PMGs all over the place. Goodness. I think this is the most blue PMGs I've seen. We've had 1 red. Everything else has been blue. Let's keep it that way. Do the 1 red and let's get some greens. Let's get some blues. Let's see a gold. Also, how the hell was AJ Lee not at the Rumble? How did that happen? And that was one of the biggest question mark pings from the women's Rumble. All right, next stack. Let's keep this going. Been liking it so far, this dual case. Been liking this dual case so far. Oh my God. All right, here's what we'll do. Guess the blue PMG right here. We'll bump it. No, I can't bump it. That's another bounty. We'll keep it at 10. We'll keep it at 10. Guess that blue PMG. We'll do 2 handfuls. We'll do 2 handfuls. I forgot to give you guys the guess. I was too stunned by X-Men's kindness there. There I got Slowpoke Rodriguez. Again, shouts out to X-Men. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Hippity Hopper. That's probably one of the best hits you can get on that spot. That's definitely a combo spot, right? For Forced, picking it up through the store, getting that combo spot at a nice little discount. There we got Fudd. Oh my goodness. We just have ink and bounties flying out the wazoo. Flying out the wazoo. A lot more guesses coming in this time. A lot more guesses coming in this time. I see Tweety, Beaky, Bugs, Porky. Seeing Foghorn. What else am I seeing? We got Yosemite Sam. We'll do 1 more handful, get you guys a little bit more time to get in on those guesses. Speedy Gonzalez, Charlie Dog, Daffy Duck. Lots of great guesses. We're seeing all the guesses come in. You're guessing the blue PMG right there. That's what y'all doing. Robin Hood on the Merry Melodies. All Stars, Porky Pig. That was Witch Hazel on the metal. EX of Conrad the Cat. There we got Petunia and a medal of the Coyote. Speedy Gonzalez and Wiley again on the metal. There we got Pete Puma on the Z-Force. Bugs on the metal. There's an All-Stars Speedy. Another Bugs on the metal. And an All-Stars and Sylvester. All right, that's the end of the guesses. Last chance. 3, 2, 1. I should add a timeout. I'll do this. That's the end. That marks that we're out of time. Alrighty, good luck. Oh, Granny! Nobody guessed a Granny? Somebody guessed Granny last time around. Nobody guessed Granny this time around? You guys gotta do the method where you do your guess and you stick with it. That's the Granny. Granny is hitting in this one. Goodness me. Lacey, I know you're in chat. 4 of 50. Bobasoon. That's another bounty hit. Goodness me, man. Goodness me. 4 out of 50. Yandog roasting the whole chat on that one. Let's see. There we go. 50 points are going to get added to your account. There's Lacey in chat. I'm going to add 50 points to your account now. Grats on the bounty hit. Granny to 50. Boom. You have the 50 points added to your account right now, Lacey. Again, grats on that. It is raining blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 5 bounties that we've paid out so far on the blues. Oh no. I'm like looking now. I'm like, shoot, do we have any more? Do we have more blues? Maybe I was a little too aggressive on this one. Wow. This is one hell of a dual case, man. 16 out of 25 on Taz, on the Emerald. On the Emerald. Getting some cool cards, dude. Yeah, Taz is having one hell of a break. One hell of a break. There's Tweety Bird. Is that... Oh, this is... What was here? Oh, it's when I moved the blue. Another... What? There we go. About time the witch hits. About damn time the witch hits. We've been saying it all night. Witch hits. Now the witch is finally hit. Who's got the witch? Who's got the witch? Forced. With the witch. 5 of 25 on the Emerald. Back to back. Okay, that means we just saw a blue PMG into back-to-back Emeralds. What the hell? 5 out of 25. Very fun dual case so far, dude. Very fun. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that Gossamer. Who the hell got Gossamer? Gates! That's what we call the killer mojo right there. Folks, that's the killer mojo. Gates came in with the kill, got the last spot, Paul got a pig, and get the killer mojo. It's just true. It's just true. You do the kill, you get the mojo. What a sick-ass auto. What the hell? That's how you do an auto, folks, right there. That's like art, man. That's how you do it. Andrew Garfield, take some notes on what a good auto looks like. Take some notes, Andrew. That is sick, man. That is very, very cool. Gates again with the killer mojo. We always like to display. We always like to display our sketches. You're gonna enjoy them in between the handfuls and such. Sam Sheepdog. Speedy Gonzalez. That's a Beaky Buzzard. And Tweety Bird. I twat a putty tot. That was my attempt. Elmer Fudd on the orange, 56 out of 200. And there we got Beaky Buzzard. I used to watch, what was the Looney Tunes show where they were all like kids? Or they're like all babies? It wasn't like Looney Juniors or something like that. I don't remember what the name of the show was. That's the one I grew up watching. Looney Tunes Babies, Looney Tunes Kids. It was like, I don't know what it was called. I did watch a lot of it growing up. It was on Cartoon Network. It was called Tiny Toons? Really? Really? I would just kind of watch it. Milla's saying Baby Looney Tunes? Now I gotta look it up. Like I said, I was a youngin' when I was watching that. Holy crap! Sylvester on the green, numbered to 25 on the EX. We're getting all kinds of like really cool low number parallels here, dude. Baby Looney Tunes. We got the double confirmation that's Baby Looney Tunes. 2 out of 25, Sylvester. Sylvester. X-Men. We got the celebratory OK from X-Men on that one. Fun. I always crave like a burger or something when I see that artwork of Elmer. I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of the In-N-Out hat. 219 out of 300. That one was placed in a different spot than usual. Charlie Dog. Michigan J. Frog. Baby Looney Tunes. Hector the Bulldog. Now we got Junior Bear. We got Duck Amuck on the Merry Melodies. Bogs. We'll do some sleeving and casing. I usually do it every 2, and then I think I did it after 1 the last time. Well, you guys have been missing, so I'll give you guys another chance. We're keeping it at 10, though. We're keeping it at 10. Guess the first numbered. This will be the last guess. Last guess. Guess the first numbered from the first handful here. Richard Rios on the sketch. So this is Rios. Oh, that's sick. Shouts out to Richard Rios for having a bomb-ass autograph. I respect it. I like it. I respect it. I like it. Dude, so Hina and I on Valentine's Day, we went out to a food festival, and then there was a booth that had a bunch of really cool enamel pins, and they had one. It was Shigo from Kim Possible as a Powerpuff Girl, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever, dude. Like I couldn't believe it. Powerpuff Girls was like one of the first shows I remember as a kid, like really liking. I think it was like Blue's Clues and Powerpuff Girls. Very different ends of the spectrum there, but those were my 2. Yeah, it was sick, man. All right, last call on the guesses. Going once. Going twice, 3 times. Ugh, there's the line. We're gonna do the thing again. Am I getting in trouble? It wasn't the thing again. It was like 2 times in a row where it was immediately a blue PMG off of the top of the stack. Hector the Bulldog. Cecil Turtle. And there we got Bill of Hair on the Merry Melodies. Now we got Lola Bunny. Do we have a Lola guess? Do we have a Lola guess? I think X-Men with the guess. That's 10 points to X-Men on the Lola Bunny. Lola Bunny continuing to give X-Men the credit. We got Granny, 77 out of 200. X-Men with the guess. X-Men with the guess. That's the gift-giving mojo right there on that guess. There we go. There we go. Went ahead and put those in your account there, X-Men. Congrats on the guess. See what else we got in this pile. There's Wile E. Coyote. ACME advantage. We got the Kite Bomb. Sadly, he can't remove himself from the bomb and the kite. Cecil Turtle. I got a premium of Cal, Medal of Marvin the Martian. Porky on the Z-Force. Barnyard Dog on the metal. Barnyard again on the metal. There we got the hair trimmed on the Merry Melodies. Taz on the metal in the back. We have 4 boxes left in this dual case. 4 boxes left. Everybody's looking to see if we got some more bounties that are going to squeak their way through. Now we got Sylvester on the 86. Sylvester's also doing pretty good in the break. Pink of Sylvester. Right after I say that, 220 out of 300 on the pink to 300. Oh, nice. I like this one. I like this one. This is one of my favorite ones to see on the medallion. Gossamer. You caught him. Gates. 49 out of 100. The Gossamer spot doing some work for Gates. There's Bugs. Lola on the metal. Fudd on the Ultra. Then we got Taz on the Ultra. Miss Prissy. Then we got Daffy Duck and Cal. Foghorn, Leghorn, and Frisky Puppy on the metal. Finished that set, by the way, with the medallions. You have a full set of all the medallions, or a full set of all the Ultras. There's Foghorn. Oh, the ACME. Do you have them in a binder in a way that's displayed? I feel like that'd be a fun one to display. Yosemite. Mama Burr. See a pink metal Lola Bunny. 143 out of 300. Doing some work there. Another Ruby. Hector the Bulldog. Going out to X-Men off of the Dogs. 128 out of 150. Out of 150. You're requesting from... Oh, you're going to get them all graded? Or what are you requesting? What are you getting from them? Check out my cards. Oh, Star Power Supreme with a side of fries. There's the Witch Hazel. There's the Witch Hazel. You traded it via E-Pack? Ah. Doesn't E-Pack have like a direct, like you can just connect your Check Out My Cards account? Or am I remembering that wrong? Now I got Granny. Lola Bounty. We got the E-Up. There was one E-Pack I was really excited for. Was it Batman? Was I trying to get into Batman? Did they ever do that? Did that come out yet? The Batman E-Packs? There we got hair. Raising hair. On the melodies. Hunter Bear. Orange. Meep meep. Meep meep. 49 out of 200 Roadrunner on the orange. Now we got Kentucky Fried Foghorn Leghorn, 253 out of 300 on that one. There he is again. Daffy Duck. Batman was last week. It's kind of tough. Tough in like a good way or tough in a bad way? Like Michael Jackson bad or just bad? We got a rave review. I'm going to show it because I don't want it in the back. Cecil Turtle doing some yoga. It's going out to Kid Rock. Nice color match on the rave review. Nice color match. Barnyard Dog. And there's Candy as Miss Prissy. Kid Rock with the bit of the ink. Who are you calling to win this match? I got an ad for Protein Pockets from Subway right now, so I can't see who's playing. Miss Prissy with the base auto. Why is my chat not updating on this side? There we go. Kid Rock with the celebratory. Let's go. You did get Joker, Jambalaya, and Harley Quinn Ivy Touch. Oh, that's cool. You bought a case and only had 3 PMGs? Evans, Gunta, and oh, better be Daddy Dom. Better be Daddy Dom. I swear to God, if it's not Daddy Dom, I'm gonna be upset. There we got 266 out of 300. I think Bouncy's gonna be close though. I think Gunter gonna do some damage to Bouncy, and I think Dom gonna do some dirty shenanigans with Judgment Day and squeak it in. On the red, that is that Playboy Penguin. Oh, so sad. He's so sad. Edram with a red PMG. Playboy Penguin. Playboy Penguin. Drake is rooting for the ring. Hall. Our second PMG in red from the whole case, dude. This one's been a wild one. This one's been a wild one. Frisky Puppy, another dog. There we got Mark Anthony. Twitter Bird. Kel. Premium. Sylvester. Twitter Bird. There we got Daffy Duck. Pike of Bakey Buzzard. Going to Drake. That is 108 out of 3 hundo. Octois on the medal. Oh, Wile E. Coyote on the rave. Spot I always like to talk up. 68 out of 75. Out of 75. There wasn't. Oh, you're saying you think he's gonna win. Well, who are you rooting for then? Who are you rooting for? Are you gonna get Bouncy? Last handful. See if we got any more bounties to hit out of the last handful. Good luck, folks. Good luck. There's the base art. Him choking good old Bugs Bounty. Oh, Thrill Seekers. Mark Anthony. On that combo spot. X-Men. Henry Octois. Playboy Penguin. Tweety Bird on the premium. Goofy Gophers. Yosemite Sam. Come on, one more bounty. We got Bugs on the All-Stars. And that brings us to the end. What's Opera Doc on there? And that'll be it. Hey, man, 5 blue PMGs. It's not light work, man. 5 blue PMGs is not any light work. Drake said would probably root for Evans. Yeah, I got it on Dom. I got it on Dom. I like the idea of Dom being the one that defeats the career killer. As long as he does it with all his little shenanigans. Look, he's already out of the ring. He already left. He walked out. This is the kind of content I'm here for. Gunter say, "Get back in. What are you doing?" Javon. While the two are distracted, get Bouncy. I like Javon's pants. Nice, fun neon green on there. I will say with how bouncy a hot Javon is, you get some crazy sells from him, man. He does some crazy sells. Man, he can jump, man. He can jump. Ow. 2 moves he did last week were wild. He's just like, when they say bouncy, they're not kidding, man. He's jumping like he's on a trampoline. There's music. Would love to see it. What the hell? He was backflipped out of the way? Number to 75. Put that here. One heck of a recap, folks. One heck of a recap. That was an interesting two-boxer. I like that we saw a lot of diversity in the not just the characters, sans Taz. Saw a lot of Taz. Well, I just mean like the parallels. There was a nice spread on the parallels. It was pretty cool. Alrighty, we're gonna start with our Merry Melodies. Hopefully you get yourself close to a full set on these ones. Who got the Merry Melodies? Yan Dog. Full set of these goes for a decent amount. The spot pretty much pays for itself. No, I saw like maybe one dupe. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. We got our die cuts and other short prints. I don't know how that Squeaks the Squirrel squeaked his way in there, but we'll keep it because he squeaked his way in. And then the Golden Touch, Barnyard Dog. Decent amount of 86s in that one. Now getting to the numbers. Starting with pink to 300. Orange to 200. Number to 150 on the Raves. Number to 150 on the Rubies. Final handful here. Medallions to 100. PMGs to 100. Red PMGs. Number to 75 on the Rave. 75 on the Sapphire. We got our Blues. All of these are bounty hits. Congrats again on that. Roadrunner, sick looking card. Taz having a break. Number to 25 on the Emeralds. 3 Emeralds is crazy. Number to 25 on the EXs. On the red and green there. And we got our ink, Miss Prissy. We got Jeff Bergman, Miss Tweety, Eric Bauza. Bugs, Eric Bauza is Daffy, and Eric Bauza is Tweety. Again, I told you, he's a talented fella. I believe those are all, yeah, they were all base autos. And then, of course, we have our Beauty Gossamer sketch back here. Very, very cool. Gates again. Congrats on that sketch. We do love sketch cards in this product. We'll beat the sorts on that one for sure, man. Folks, that was 2024 Fleer Retro Looney Tunes by the Dual Case. Pick your character, number 32. Thank you all so much. Red Panda, how you doing?